Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us again. This is my coach, Courtney. He has been a great blessing to me, as you've seen from my other videos. What I want to do today is show you one of the first drills that he showed me that has been the most helpful thing for knowing how to use my body, at the same time learning some of the really basic positions for jiu-jitsu, and get you comfortable and unstuck and always know where to go. Those are the things I remember.
Yeah, definitely. So one of the problems we have a lot of time in side control is that we don't realize when we're losing that fight, and then we get ourselves in a bad position, and then instead of, well, then we get stuck, and then we possibly decide to try to get back the side control, and then by that point in time, we've already been regarded, or worse yet, swept or escaped. So this drill helps with that. The good thing about it is that it'll teach you hip movement that you're going to be able to use throughout all of jiu-jitsu, okay? So we call it the around the clock drill.
It's also a really great workout at our size too.
If I've got Rusty in side control, right here, I'm trying to put as much pressure as I can from the center of my chest to the center of his chest, okay? I'd really love it if I can keep both of his shoulders down on the mat, and I'm gonna try to put some pressure with my shoulder across his face into a cross face. Now, the problem becomes if he isn't trying to re-guard and he's just trying to shrimp out, or he's just trying to move, okay? And I start to lose my position. I'll end up here, and if he starts to shrimp out, and then I get into this position right here. You see how I'm extended out? And I've really he's opened up a lot of space here. I've got no pressure right here. I can't really put a good cross face on him. He's got all this space for him to re-guard if he chooses to. So what a lot of people do is they start to fight and they get to right here and they realize they've lost it. Now, what you should do is either A, take small steps with your knees to try to keep this up and follow him as he's going around, but sometimes things happen too quickly and we lose that. What I prefer is at this point in time, when I lose this position, I start to feel like I'm losing side control. My best bet is at this point to go into scarf or reverse scarf. All right? So this drill with the bag around the clock is going to teach you how, if you ever get out of that position, if you ever get out of a good strong side control, your other options aren't necessarily to try to bring it back in, but you can go to a scarf hold, reverse scarf, set up for a north-south, on any of those positions. All right, so let's try working on that. So in this, we're going to use a bag. It's your best bet. If you have a bag at the house, great. You can take it down and put it on the ground. I've heard of giant pillows working, things of that nature. If you got a very nice spouse who's willing to lay on the ground, you can do it there too. Either way, the point is, what I'm trying to do is how do I get from a good side control to a scarf hold, reverse scarf? How can I get all the way around, right? The key is I want to keep pressure in the center. So if I'm here like that, I want to keep that pressure down, all right? When I go to a scarf, reverse scarf, I don't want to lose this pressure. Then I lose the position. That gives them a lot more opportunity to move. So I want to keep this pressure on them, all right? So I'm going to have Rusty come in, and I want to talk you through what he's doing as he's doing it, to show you that it's not just a small guy's move. As a matter of fact, this is perfect for larger opponents. So if he's got a side control, and this is the head part, this is 12 o'clock. What he wants to do is he wants to be able to switch his position. So what we'll do is, the key to this is to switch positions while he still has a lot of pressure on them. All right, for a bigger guy jiu-jitsu, this is going to serve you so well. The way you get over is he's just going to raise up his right knee and slide his left leg through so that he's sitting on, so he's going from his hips facing down like this to being up on his side. And that ends up being most of this drill. Yeah, boom. He's just going to slide his leg through. Picks it up, slides it through, gets into scarf hold. Let's do it on the other side so they can see what your legs are doing, if you don't mind. All right, so if he's here, right, he needs to get on this hip. So he's going to bring up this knee and slide his other knee right through. So go ahead. Boom. By doing that, he's kept all this pressure right here, which is what he wants to do. Now, he can either go back to side control from here, or what I love personally, especially if you're a bigger guy, this move is really good, is he's going to go on to north-south from here. What he wants to do is he's going to keep pressure right up here. He's going to take a big step over with his back leg. It's called a giant step. He's going to put his foot from right over there to right here. So take a big step. Boom. Now, there's a lot of good stuff, and later Rusty will make some more videos, and he'll show you some things that he does from there. It's really a powerful move, especially if you're a wider gentleman or lady. And then from here, if he needs to go back over into scarf hold, again, he's going to take a big step with this leg all the way over to here. All right, sounds hard, but if he keeps his pressure right there, he's just turning as he does it. So, boom. Very good. Now from here, he can go back into side control. By doing it, he will slide this knee under his hip and come back up onto his knees, keeping his pressure here. All right, so we're gonna slide, bang. Now he goes into reverse scarf. To do reverse scarf, he'll do the exact opposite. He'll bring up this knee, so his left knee, he'll bring that up and slide his right knee through. Bang. Now, from reverse scarf is underutilized, but very good to get into mount from here, right? So if you can picture their legs being right there, he can push them that way, pull them this way, whichever they're fighting against, and then from there, he just steps, big step over, just like he did before, and gets right into mount, making them reevaluate their life decisions. So from here, he can flatten back out like in Superman, right here. Usually he doesn't want to give up this position. Usually going from mount into reverse scarf, this is something you would actually do in a match, but it's a good skill to have, like I said before, to keep this drill going all the way around. We're going to use it though, okay? So if he's flattened out in Superman, he gets the reverse scarf on the other side. He's just going to take a big giant step, all right? And then as he did before, he's going to slide his leg under. Now, we've done all the positions. What you can do at home to make yourself better is to just go from one position to the next position to the next. So Rusty, if you can, go all the way around the clock for me. Step over. All right, good. Now, there are variations of this particular exercise where they will go from reverse scarf or side control into knee on belly. If you want to do that, if you find somebody else, if your instructor teaches that, that's fine, that's great. I'm not saying don't do it or it's wrong. What I am saying is for this particular drill, it's going to do two things for a person who may be carrying some heavier weight. One is anybody can do this, all right? Two, what I want is for you to understand that my hips need to be the things that move, and that if I'm ever lost, sometimes we get lost. We'll be here, we'll be extended out, and we'll be blanked in their head. What can I do? What can I do? Just remember, all you have to do is switch your hips. Switching your hips will switch your complete position. So from this point, my hips are facing down. All I have to do, turn them, turn them, turn them, turn them. I never want my hips facing into the sky. I either want to be on a hip or hips both down. On a hip or hips both down. So get yourself something that you can work with and run this drill. And what you'll find is that learning how to move your hips in that direction will end up increasing a lot of your agility throughout your entire jiu-jitsu game. So I hope that was helpful to you. Rusty?
All right, Coach.